Oh, what is the upskeet, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXWrestleCast. We're on episode 195 of my wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I do my 3 stars of the week, awarding my 3 favorite matches that I witnessed with my eyeballs, and if they have any pay-per-views, or PLEs, whatever the heck you want to call them, there'll be a separate episode reviewing said pay-per-views or PLEs, and we got AEW's Dynasty on Sunday, so heck yeah, we're going to be doing a review on that one. I'll get it out as soon as I can, but let's get into the recap. We're still on the European tour for WWE. We got Monday Night Raw in London at the O2 Arena. SmackDown was there last week, so it's Raw's turn. Let's see if they can have a better show. I wasn't really fond of the SmackDown show last week in London. Let's see what we got. It's John Cena. Good start. John Cena arrives. London is booing, chanting John Cena sucks and so on and so forth. John is about to speak, but out comes Cody Rhodes, rocking a real nice Mafia-style outfit. You know, the pinstripes. Looking good. Cena is disgusted at London singing Cody's song. Cody starts roasting. Hey, you know what? I sing John Cena's theme song every time it comes out, word for word. You want to know why? I had a CD. I didn't have a CD. My dad's girlfriend's daughter had the CD, but we listened to that shit all the time. I used to before I went to ski, had my shower, I'd listen to John Cena CD in the shower. Fucking Bumpy Knuckles, bad man, baby. All right, anyway, we move on. Cody starts roasting himself, about Stardust and his awful neck tattoo. I love that he brought that up. Cody demands Cena tell everyone why he sold out. John says he's gonna bury Cody. John is sick. Cody rode Cena's coattails to the top, and that's why Cena sold out, allegedly. Cena calls Cody a mediocre common fan. Oh, snap. Cody fires back. He calls Cena a company creation piece of shit. But you're still my hero, and I love you. Cody mentions the crowd has never chanted, "You can't wrestle" at him. John Cena cannot say the same thing. On quite a few occasions, that chant has been thrown at him. But I will say, after he did the United States Championship run there, that's where he really started to become like a really good wrestler. He's a good wrestler in my books, but he wasn't for a while there. Yeah, he wasn't the best. John throws the first punch. Cody dodges. He nails the crossroads, dropping John Cena. And that was freaking amazing right there, man. Ruthless, back and forth trash talking between Cody and John Cena. And yeah, just not skipping a beat. They're just bam, just right back after each other, snappy and pretty freaking ruthless, like I said. Definitely, I would say their best interaction yet. They're just getting better and better. Double thumbs up. I loved it. We got New Day bad-mouthing London, crowd chanting "shut the fuck up" to them. New Day cut off by Pete Dunne and the returning Tyler Bate. Oh, fuck yeah. Man, I miss this guy. He's been gone for, I think they said it was 9 months or something like that. What are the chances that he gets to come back in London, his home country? That's freaking awesome. So it's the New Day versus Dunne and Bate, and I completely forgot they were called New Catch Republic, so there you go. So NCR, yeah, nice dual dive. We got a big pop for Bate off of the hot tag. Tyler with the airplane spin and a nasty slam for Kofi. Shenanigans from the New Day. They hit the Daybreaker on Dunne for the victory. Damn it. At least it was a nice return for Tyler Bate. Would have been a lot better if he got the win in London, but, New Day getting that heat. Solid match right there. Xavier is absolutely losing it on a child in the crowd, and then demands a tag team title shot. And that child was shook, bro. He was just what the fuck is he losing it on me for? What is going on here? The tag team champions, War Raiders, arrive. They stare down with New Day, who leave because they're chickens. But yeah, dude, New Day versus War Raiders would be good. Absolutely. I would much prefer NCR versus War Raiders, maybe next time. But yeah, we got Jey Uso warning Jimmy, to be careful with Gunther. I mean, yeah, dude, you got to be careful. When you slap a man like that, you better believe that he's got a vendetta and he's coming for your life. So yeah, you better be careful. Ludwig Kaiser is angry. He doesn't have a WrestleMania opponent. Well, I guess he still doesn't because no one came out, so that was pointless. Jimmy Uso versus Gunther. Gunther getting friendly with the locals here. Yep. Jimmy hits a super kick and then runs right into the drop kick of Gunther. Gunther powerbomb and the match is won, but Gunther wants to deal more damage. He lifts up Jimmy's shoulder. Gunther eventually chokes out Jimmy for the win. Pretty good match, semi-competitive until the ending. Then Gunther just took over and that was it. Gunther continues choking Jimmy. Out comes Jay for the save. Gunther returns, powerbombs a security guard on the steel steps for absolutely no reason. But fuck yeah. Gunther then proceeds to zip tie Jay to the ropes. Jimmy is a bloody mess. He gets nailed with a powerbomb. Gunther is pummeling and choking Jimmy as Jay is just forced to sit there and watch. He can't do nothing. He's trying to grab Jimmy like, oh, what a scene. Gunther is covered in Jimmy's blood. Just a gruesome sight right there. He's like licking the blood. It's fucked up. It's disgusting. But that was fucking sadistic, bro. I loved it. Amazing heel work right there from Gunther. And that's what we needed, man. Like, I knew my boy Triple H is going to get that blood fucking flowing again in the WWE. And that has brought this feud into a good level now. Like, I wouldn't say it's not the craziest feud ever, but now it's legit. Now it's not just trash talking, and it all started with that fucking slap. So here we go. That's what happens, y'all. So watch who you slap. If you're going to slap someone, I guess try and kill them, because they're going to come after you with everything. So yeah, this feud is reaching some good heat levels now. And we got Finn Balor is in a good mood, but still being a douchebag to Dom and Raquel. Finn claims he will be the one to reclaim gold for Judgment Day, and we'll see about that. We got Penta and Braun Breaker teaming up together versus Dom Mysterio and Finn with a Carlito. Breaker assisting Penta with a dive over the ropes. Penta, nice rolling backstabber. Breaker with the hot tag suplex spree with a very impressive double suplex. Thumbs up for that. Breaker and Penta, sweet, like, electric chair bulldog move. Like, how do you guys do that? This is the first time you've tagged together. He's only been in the company. Like, how do you manage to pull that shit off? Amazing. Breaker accidentally destroys Penta with the spear. Finn hits the coup de Gracie, and the Judgment Day pick up the dub. Shockingly good teamwork from Braun and Penta. Like, what the fuck? Good tag team match, though. 7 out of 10. Backstage, Penta calls Breaker stupid. Breaker is surprised Pikachu. He's like, whoa, what the heck? It's like, bro, you speared him. I mean, yeah, he's pissed off. What are you going to do? We got Gable. He is too sick again to compete. Grande Americano, though, he will compete in Chad's hometown since Chad is too sick. And Chad's like, oh, I'll be good by then and all this. So, yeah, something funky's going to go on next week. But now it's AJ Styles. He calls out Logan Paul to the ring. Logan complimenting himself. Boos are just raining down on him. AJ forgives Logan for being the biggest douche in WWE history. AJ ready for a fight. Logan feeling threatened. He won't fight for free. So, yeah. Logan calls everyone in London poor. Paul wants to fight AJ at Mania. Goes for a cheap shot, but of course AJ is ready. The brawling begins. Paul kicks the ropes into AJ's nuts. He hits the pulverizer, which is fucking awesome, dude. Like, oh my goodness. I don't even, hard to describe what the move is, but it's like this kind of threw AJ up and caught him into a DDT, like impale. Oh my goodness, bro. That's an advanced level move right there. I was impressed. Yeah. But you win this round, Logan. All right. Pretty good interaction again. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be I think it's going to be a really good match, actually. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. I know no one really is asking for it, but time and time again, Logan Paul has delivered in the ring. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. We got Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria challenging Bayley to a title match next week. That should be okay. Main event time. It's the Women's World Championship match. Io Sky defending against Rhea Ripley with special guest referee Bianca Belair. Io with the top rope crucifix bomb. Nasty landing for Rhea. They didn't really hit the move that clean, but Rhea at least took a good bump. Io taken out with an anti-air headbutt from Ripley. Rio. Rio. That's another wrestler. I just remembered her. Anyway, Rhea, awesome Razor's Edge. I love that move. Thumbs up. Nails a running knee. Io kicks out of that. Ripley accidentally blasts Bianca with a kick, sending Bianca out of the ring, and she takes a lot of time to regroup. Riptide connects, but Bianca still regrouping like she's not a wrestler or something. Ripley absolutely losing it on Belair, wasting a whole bunch of time, not making that count. Bianca aggressively breaks up Rhea from Io, and that's been going on the whole match. Bianca having to do the 1, 2, and break people up and shit. This time she really had to pull her out. Ripley then smacks Bianca, then Io accidentally nails Bianca with a kick, and that is it. Belair has had enough, calls it a double disqualification, and Io retains. So, that decision sucks, but an enjoyable matchup. Some slip-ups throughout, kind of hurt the pacing of the match, but Bianca, honestly, really good work as the referee. She called it down the middle, but the drama eventually was going to come out, but it's Rhea Ripley that's causing all the problems here. Bianca was being a good referee, but okay. 7 out of 10, pretty good match. Big brawl breaks out between all three women, and it's Rhea Ripley standing tall at the end, holding up the world title, and it looks like we are going to get that triple threat after all, because, Rhea's going to be like, well, obviously Bianca's trying to screw me over so I don't get WrestleMania, and I'm still on Bianca's side here. She fucking won the chamber. She gets the match, and Ripley's just trying to squeeze her way in there. Again, I don't approve of Io just being given the championship at this timing. Is so wacky and just unnecessary. Again, very happy for Io. I love her. She is fan-freaking-tastic, but this is just kind of really muddied up this, what should have been very easy Bianca versus Ripley for the title, and now we've gone through all this hoopla. I just don't understand what they're doing. But, that's the end of the show. And a really good Raw in London. Much better than the SmackDown. The Cena and Cody opening was awesome. They just keep ramping it up each week, and it's just getting better and better. Great work from them. Tyler Bate return was great in his home country, but he should have won. Gunther brutalizing Jimmy. That was excellent. The blood just really added to the gruesome imagery. That's some fucking good stuff right there. I love blood. But don't lick it up. That's just gross. Don't do that. Pretty good wrestling throughout. I was searching for a banger in London. I didn't get it, but still a really good show. 7.5. Fine. We'll go to NXT now. They're not in friggin' Europe or anything. They're still just in Orlando. Stephanie Vacour. So this is interesting. Stephanie Vacour will be relinquishing the North American Championship because it's simply not fair for Stephanie to defend 2 championships. And yeah, so this is why I do not approve of title matches, because when someone holds 2 championships, it's just not a good idea. It's great for that moment. Oh, yeah, they're holding up 2 belts. Fuck yeah, take 1,000 pictures. Oh, but then you got to get to work, and now you've limited your divisions. You got a double champion. She can't, they can't, whatever, do all these extra matches. So yeah, this was pretty much them just saying fuck that. We're not going to do that. Let's make this so to ease the pain of this silly decision, a ladder match will be held to determine a new North American Championship champion. Now that's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. Now that's how you make me happy. You give me a ladder. If you're gonna drop some bullshit on us, make it right with a ladder match. And oh yeah, man, that's gonna be awesome. I think it's a 6-woman ladder match they're gonna do. It's gonna be ridiculous. Anyway, Vacour also gets to choose her opponent for stand and deliver. I don't really understand that, but okay. Jordynne Grace arrives trying to claim that spot. Jada Pinkett also wants that spot. Things get physical. Security arrives, doing not much. Jordynne yeets a guard out of the ring, and that dude got air. She fucking threw that guy. Absolutely awesome. Thumbs up. Women's locker room in chaos as everybody wants a shot to win the North American Championship or get a shot at Vacour. Yeah, so, overall, it's always a stupid decision to put 2 of the big belts on one person, but hey, I think they did a really good job rectifying it. Now the locker room's in chaos, so pretty good work, pretty good. North American Championship ladder qualifying match. It is Zarya with Ruka versus Lash Legend with Jakara. Yeah, you into Jakara, Pumpy? That's my cat, Pumpy. Are you grumpy, Pumpy? No, I think she might just be hungry. She's bugging me. All right, Pumpy, let me do my thing. Jakara, heavy-handed chops. Lash catches Zarya mid-air, nails a swinging backbreaker. Zarya with the Rana counter out of the powerbomb. Zarya with the spear and the F5 defeats Lash to qualify for the ladder match. Really good match there between two absolute beasts. You know, the power, the athleticism, absolutely on display. Very enjoyable chemistry. I would love to see these two go at it again and again. 7.5 out of 10. Now we got the family have the Dark State scouting report for us. So we got the names. It's Dion Lennox. I can't believe I didn't recognize Dion Lennox in there. We've seen Dion Lennox. He was the bookworm guy, but now he's part of the Dark State. So there you go. There's Osiris Griffin, former football player. Cutler James. He went to Duke University, so he cannot be trusted. Shakan Shagurs, I love that name. He's the wild card. I'm the wild card. Does anyone watch Always Sunny? Fucking Don shuts down Stax' plan and wants to run the planning himself this time around. Stax accepts this, but he is visibly crushed by this decision. But how can you be, man? You fucked up like 4 times in a row. It's time for the Don to step in. We got Pretty Deadly. They give Hank and Tank some tag team advice by lending Hank and Tank their wrestling gear, which is rather interesting. It's a very high, like, crop top with long arm. It's ridiculous. No Quarter Catch crew walk by. They're making fun. Hank and Tank are embarrassed. We got Borns in Height with No Quarter Catch crew versus Hank and Tank. Tavian and Miles' cool tag team finisher defeats Hank and Tank. A pretty solid tag team match. Hank and Tank going through a little bit of an identity crisis right now. They're trying to find their role, find their niche. I mean, they already kind of have it, right? Like these just plucky, I don't know what plucky even means, but just high energy. That's it. You got high energy, bro. I don't know. Maybe they do have an identity crisis. They got to find something else. But I love Hank and Tank, and they're going to figure it out. We got Trick Willie. He calls out Obafemi. Trick still believes he's the man of NXT. Javon Evans arrives. He wonders how Trick knows it's his time. Trick tells Javon he can't carry the title like he can. Javon tells Trick he's become the new Carmelo Hayes. How could you? Oh my goodness, how could you say such things? Obafemi joins the chat. Oba tells them both to shut up, and it's Obafemi's time. Ava Rain announces a triple threat for Stand and Deliver. The lights go out. Dark State arrives, and they take out Oba and Javon. Lights back on. Trick left to get wrecked with that Dark State pop-up powerbomb, which looks awesome, by the way. And there we go. So pretty cool. Dark State doing some things. They're attacking main event level guys. So yeah, that's the plan, I imagine. But I don't know. I guess you're going to have to wait until this triple threat's done with, and then Dark State's going to pick 1 or 2 of these guys, probably, maybe Obafemi. I don't know where they're going with it. We got wait, hold on. First, we got Swipe Right. They introduce themselves to Fraxium, looking for a match next week. Fraxium accept this, but Swipe Right, they're I don't know what they're on one of the fucking million shows that they have. Super young. I don't know, like they don't look a day over 18 years old. They're super young, but cool. We got North American Championship ladder qualifying match. It's Roxanne Perez versus Kalani Jordan. Roxanne stomps Kalani's arm, trying to snap the damn thing. Kalani rallies back, hits a nasty-looking dive on Perez. Roxanne avoids the moonsault, hits a mean cartwheel knee to the back of Kalani's head. How ya done? Lonnie fires up, nails a DDT, and the split-legged moonsault pins Roxanne and qualifies for the ladder match. Oh, snap. That is a huge win right there for Jordan. Is that her name? Yeah, Kalani Jordan. I was just like, what the fuck? Anyway, and very impressive performance here for Kalani, rallying back multiple times and, defeating a former, one of the best NXT Women's Champions right there. So, yeah, and some nice counters. 7.5 out of 10. Really good. And it's main event time, North American Championship. Shawn Spears with the culling defends against Ricky Saints. Ricky with the hot start, dives and takes out Shawn. Ricky strutting on the barricade, making the ladies go absolutely wild. Spears anti-air super kick, and then drops Saints on the steel steps. How you doing? Ricky avalanche jackhammer out of nowhere. Wow. That was pretty freaking awesome. Thumbs up. I love the jackhammer. Culling cause a distraction. Shawn whacks Ricky with the belt, but no way. Ricky going down like that. He kicks out. Ricky on the attack. He wipes out the culling. Saints hits a spear, and the Rochambeau pins. And new North American champion, Ricky freaking Saints, man. Wow. What a performance right there from Ricky, on fire out of the gates and until the end. He was dealing with the shenanigans, and he already grabs WWE gold, man. Ricky Saints looking really good already. Very similar to Ethan Page when he arrived. Like, yeah, baby. And, yeah, man, AEW letting two real diamonds in the rough. I wouldn't even say there were diamonds in the rough. They were just diamonds they let go. Like Ethan Page, they're just like, see you later. Ricky Starks, see you later. Now you're seeing other guys. Penta left, and there might be another one a little bit later on here. Yeah. Spears and the culling not looking very coordinated or strong as a group right now. They just got together. Spears just got the championship, and now it's already gone. Good work from Spears. You know, he's put over freaking Ricky in this match, a transitional champion. He did the job. And it was a banger match. 8 out of 10. Ethan Page comes out to spoil the moment, attacking Ricky to end the show. And that should be a fun rivalry. Ethan Page and Ricky Starks, man. Oh, baby, that should be good stuff. And a really good NXT this week. Very unfortunate Steph has to give up the North American Championship. But we do gain a 6-women ladder match, so I am very happy. More info on Dark State. We get to see them in the ring next week. We'll see how that goes. Javon and Trick, good intense interaction. Good quality wrestling throughout the ladder qualifying tournament. Off to a good start. You know, Kalani Jordan with that big win right there. That was crazy. Main event, huge moment right there for Ricky Starks, and big momentum for did I call him Ricky Starks? Ricky Saints, 7.5. Time for NXT. Now we go to SmackDown, and they're in Chicago, which can only mean one thing. Here comes CM Punk. He arrives, the crowd's going banana, and Punk steals a camera, like from the camera crew guy, to film the wild crowd. He does a terrible job at it. Punk says he earned the Mania main event spot. I mean, you did at one point in your career. I mean, I'm of the mind that yes, you should have, Undertaker versus CM Punk, that should have been the main event of that WrestleMania. And, yeah, but this, anyway. Punk thanks everybody and promises to win at WrestleMania. Paul Heyman arrives, getting big love from Philadelphia. The ECW guys are out there. Well, the what do you call it? The cheers. Jesus. Paul Heyman asked Punk for a favor. To tell him what exactly this favor that Heyman still owns Punk is. What the fuck is this? Punk won't say anything until Roman Reigns is present. And the big dog is currently in training camp, so he's going to be a minute. So we'll find out later, I guess. So now it's Nathan Frazier versus the debuting. And this got spoiled for me because they put it in the freaking description of the Netflix thing. Like, oh, but the debuting Rey Fenix. Oh, baby. This is awesome. Really wish that Rey Fenix got to come in with Penta. Because, well, if you don't know, Penta and Rey Fenix, they were the Lucha Bros. Very, very prominent tag team in AEW, and I believe they were tag teaming long before that, but sadly they didn't get to come into the company at the same time. But here we go. Rey Fenix is in the WWE, and what I say is Penta's got more charisma, and his character's is a bit cooler, but Rey Fenix, I think he's the better in-ring. And here we go. Phoenix with the big air twisty splash off of the top. Rey runs the ropes. He hits a kick. Frazier nearly breaks his freaking neck off of a nasty Phoenix driver. Like, oh my god, that was scary, but everyone's okay. Mexican muscle buster, and Rey Fenix wins his WWE debut. Good introduction match. Phoenix giving the crowd just a little taste of what he can do, man. Oh, he is so freaking talented. Nathan, maybe a little bit nervous in this one. Some slip-ups there. His foot got caught up in the ropes and kind of fell short of the dive, and the whole crowd just went, oh. Like, we're also just so devastated. You always want a debut to go perfectly. And, I mean, it did on Ray's side. Like, he didn't screw anything up, but Nathan also didn't give his greatest performance, and also kind of random that it's Nathan Frazier. He's from NXT, but they're just like, Nathan Frazier, he can fucking go. So, and he did, but yeah, anyway. Ray Phoenix, emotional promo after, very excited and proud to finally be a wrestler in the WWE. Thumbs up for that. We got Braun Strowman trash-talking Fatu. That gets cut off by Solo and Tama Tonga. Knight shows up, tells Braun Solo is a waste of time. Tama makes noises. Knight makes noises back. And yeah, all that's pretty funny stuff. We get LA Knight versus Tama Tonga with Solo. Solo's distraction fails. Knight hits the BFT for the W. Very meh match right here. We move on. Paul Heyman is flipping out backstage. Tells the camera that the answer is yes to whatever Punk wants. Just tell me what it is you want. Seth Rollins arrives. It is not Roman Reigns. He tells Paul it's all gonna be okay. All right. Here comes Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. I didn't see any spoilers for this, but I saw it all over social media, like this segment. And now that I've seen it, I kind of understand why. So Flair and Stratton have a face-to-face. This gets moderated by Wade Barrett. Tiffy tells Flair she will never win the battle against the fans and will always be in her daddy's shadow. Tiffy controlling the crowd right now, like they're cheering for her when she tells them to, and like, oh, so good. Charlotte trying to hold on her nothing bothers me smile, but oh, it's cracking, bro. It's cracking so much. Flair can barely get a word out over the boos, and Tiffany is just continuously ripping into Flair, just tearing her apart, talking about her love life, and it's just like, oh snap! Flair then butts in while Tiffy is delivering her big swearing line, which I imagine Flair probably gotten some shit, for. Like, I imagine that line that Tiffany delivered with the, I don't even remember it because Flair fucking cut it off and talked over her, but I imagine Flair gotten shit for that. Like, that's the big line. That's the big catchy line that everyone's going to go ooh on, and you fucking talked over it because you want to try and get your word in, and because Tiffy fucking burned her, bro. Burned her bad. And Flair just, it was really hard to watch, like, Charlotte dealing with this in this moment. Tiffy woos at Charlotte, drops the mic, leaving Flair looking just flabbergasted, bro. Like, wow. That was an amazing bounce back microphone war for Tiffy right there. She just slaughtered Charlotte Flair. That's a thumbs up. Flair looking so bad, man. It was actually kind of hard to watch. Like, wow. Flair just getting buried by Tiffy, and honestly, she was burying herself in that segment. She did not look good. She looked like, I don't know, like a kid just trying to get a good comeback in, but just everything she was saying just was not hitting, and she sounded very flustered, man. She sounded off her game, and that was a big, big win for Tiffy, and she needed that one, so thankfully that happened. We got DIY, Gargano and Ciampa versus Motor City Machine Guns, Sabin and Shelley. I believe this is the number one contenders match. Sabin with a nice 2-for-1 offense and tag combo with Shelley. Project Ciampa connects. We get that's just a mean-ass backbreaker. I like it. Ciampa shenanigans backfires, goes face first into the exposed turnbuckle. Shelley rolls up and wins. Motor City Machine Guns earn a shot at the Street Profits for the Tag Team Championships. There's a good quality tag team match right there. Nice chemistry. Both teams, very veteran teams right here. So, yeah, good stuff. 7 out of 10. We got Mello Don't Miz. They get into it with Pretty Deadly backstage, and a pretty entertaining moment. Mello's kind of like, he's kind of getting into it, but he's still like kind of embarrassed because like Miz is just throwing out all the catchphrases, and Mello's like, oh, jeez. So, pretty good. We got Naomi versus B-Fab up next, but Jade Cargill jumps Naomi during her entrance. Security steps in, and the match does proceed. Naomi with the modified lung blower grabs a quick win over B-Fab. Naomi calls out Jade, who obliges, comes out. Jade takes out Naomi and security guards. Aldis announces Naomi versus Cargill at WrestleMania. All right. I mean, I really would like a stipulation on that. Street fight, falls count anywhere, something like that I think is needed for this match. But we'll see what happens. We got Damian Priest's video, calls McIntyre a hypocrite, playing the victim all the time. Priest wants to make Drew his victim at WrestleMania. So, looks like we're going to have McIntyre versus Priest again. I would like a stipulation on that. It could very well just be like a number one contenders match, but without saying that, but we'll see. I wanted more for McIntyre this year. Nick, actually, I was rewatching some old WrestleManias, and I happened to pop by the Drew McIntyre COVID WrestleMania, and watching Drew win that match to silence is just one of the most depressing things ever. We got Nick Aldis ominously, speaking of depressing, Nick Aldis ominously talking about career-ending injuries, then invites Kevin Owens to the ring. Kevin announces he needs neck surgery and will not be able to compete at WrestleMania. Okay, oh dear. Randy Orton arrives, shares a sympathetic stare at Kevin, and then, I don't know, Kevin's leaving. It appears that a fan said something to him. Kevin, he does the, what'd you say? And he goes over and he starts chatting with the fan, but the camera cuts it off and we don't see any more there, but don't do that shit, man. I didn't hear what he said, but for Kevin to have that kind of reaction, I imagine it was something rather inappropriate, so don't do that kind of stuff. Aldis delivers the bad news to Randy. He will not be competing at WrestleMania because he doesn't have an opponent anymore. Randy takes it well, RKO's the shit out of Aldis, and then he leaves. Honestly, I hope this is storyline and Kevin is okay, because I don't want to accept this truth that Kevin is not okay, and this might be the end of Kevin Owens' career, and we don't know. So very open-ended. It's just kind of very unfortunate timing because of the character that Kevin Owens is playing right now. It may have come off that this is what I'm hoping that he, pulling a Mark Henry, fake retirement, fake this, and then boom, comes out of nowhere and you attack Randy Orton, you're the biggest heel and all that stuff. That's what I'm praying for, man. I really hope Kevin Owens is okay, but it doesn't look good from that segment, man. But Kevin Owens is very, very talented. Now, he could make it look very real and sad, but yeah, that fucking sucks. So we'll fix it with a last man standing match. It's Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman. Fatu hitting 2 early moonsaults. Strowman regroups using the steel steps. Braun hums a chair right into Fatu's face, and he freaking tossed that thing. That must have hurt. Strowman Express connects, crashing through the barricade. Big chaotic car crash. Thumbs up. Fatu going to town with a trash can and dancing aggressively, making everybody giggle. He's doing that freaking boogeyman wiggling thing. It's hilarious. I love it. Strowman superplex through a pile of tables off of a platform. Big crash again. Thumbs up. Fatu running hip attack through a table, and Strowman cannot answer the 10 count because he is trapped in a table taco, as they called it on commentary. And Fatu earns a title shot versus LA Knight. Yeah. Awesome. Chaotic Monsters brawl right there. Tons of chair shots and table spots. Just car crash bumpage. Yeah. And Fatu doing his weird dancing thing. 8 out of 10. We got Roman Reigns. He's here. He has arrived. He's in the ring with Paul Heyman. Roman wants Punk to tell him what this favor is. Seth arrives instead. He's blaming Roman for not letting him finish off CM Punk for good when he had the chances. Punk joins the party. Punk tells an old story about a promise Punk made to Paul Heyman. The favor is Heyman will be in Punk's corner at WrestleMania. Ooh. Roman giggles, says Heyman would never do this. Heyman producing tears. Oh no, he tells Roman he can't refuse Punk's request. Roman is very upset. Rollins literally on his knees, just busting a gut. He is giggling like a little schoolgirl. Punk drops Roman and then stares off with Seth, and that's it. Good segment, lots of drama around Heyman. Are we going to put him in a cage and put him up above the ring and they can fight over him? Or maybe a contract dispute, a ladder match like Dom Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio back in the day? This is wild. This crazy stuff. Well, not really. It's really not. It's rather underwhelming. Like, yeah, all right, be in his corner, bro. Does it really matter? It's gonna be it's a triple threat, isn't it? So there's no fucking rules, so you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't think it's all that big of a deal, but all right. And that's the end of the show. Really good SmackDown in Chicago. Rey Fenix, bro, good debut. Huge addition to the roster, man. Like, they just grabbed like two of the biggest guys from AEW and the Lucha Bros. And yeah, the way that Penta came in, he's already huge. I can see the same thing happening for Rey Fenix. And they got that ability to reunite the Lucha Bros if they want to. They can let them do their own thing. I'm just happy they're back on TV, man, because they were not being used at all in AEW anymore. An ugly break, but super happy to have them back. Last Man Standing was a banger out of nowhere. I didn't even realize they were doing I was like, this is the Last Man Standing match? What the fuck? Tiffy, awesome comeback segment, absolutely burying Charlotte. Just yes, thank you. And it's starting to look good. I was a little bit nervous. I was kind of leaning to the side that Charlotte is probably going to win at WrestleMania, but after that, I don't know if you could put a championship on Flair after looking that bad. Kevin Owens' situation, if it's for real, it's immensely sad. Great rowdy Chicago crowd as always. 7.5 ata. And now we are off to the land of AEW. We got Dynamite and Peoria. I think that's in Illinois, which is interesting because WWE is also in Illinois. We're kicking the show off with a mixed tornado tag. Ooh, it's Moxley and Shafir versus Willow, Nightingale, and Swerve Strickland. Willow and Swerve combo backbreaker drop kick on Moxley. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Mox and Swerve playing chicken on who will hit a finisher on a female first, and Moxley won't do it, and Swerve didn't do it either. Shafir powerbomb bombs Willow through a table. That was a nasty looking crash right there. Hopefully everyone's good. Thumbs up though. Willow with the Tower of Doom sacrifices Swerve. Fuck it. Willow saves Swerve from Moxley's choke by powerbombing Shafir onto them. Oh yeah, I like that. Shafir takes the house call for Moxley. Oh snap. Willow puts Mox through a table, hits Shafir with a powerbomb for the win. Damn, that was a unexpected banger to open the show. They did not shy away from like the women hitting the men and the men doing stuff with the women. I'm good with that. I know WWE is just like, they will not do that at all. Fun spots, some big bumps. Willow was awesome out there. That might have been the most enjoyable Moxley match I have seen in a hot freaking minute, man. Like, no stupid Death Rider shenanigans, and yeah, that was just enjoyable. 8 out of 10. Moxley then spoils the moment, plants Willow with a DDT, and he runs away, and Swerve is like, oh, you a dead man, you a dead man. But now it's Dax Harwood apologizing for being a doucher, gives the referee that he shoved down some money. He's like, here you go, pay you off, go away. And then he apologizes to Cash for putting hands on him last week. Cash declines the hug, says all is good for Sunday, but after that, FTR needs to talk. Ooh, boy. Hey, good for you, Cash. You step up, you stand your ground, bro. That's good stuff. All right. Timeless Tony versus Penelope Ford. Tony bites Penelope's like lip or tongue or both, or just what the fuck. DDT, hip attack combo. Ford is able to kick out of that. Storm Zero, Tony grabs the win. Solid matchup there for Tony before Dynasty, and I'm not going to go too crazy, risking injury or anything. Megan Bayne shows up giving dirty looks at Tony. No fighting, no exchanging, no physicality, just some dirty looks. We got Swerve. He promises he will get his hands on Moxley by the end of the night for what he did to Willow. Damn right. We got MVP and Bobby Lashley in the ring. Shelton couldn't make it due to weather. I guess it's bad out there. It's okay because MJF is here. MJF in a great mood. He's complimenting Montel and Bobby and Shelton. MJF tells Bobby it's good for business for Max to join the Syndicate. In fact, Hurt Syndicate need MJF. Oh, now you might have gone too far. Bobby ain't buying what Max is selling. MJF leaves in peace after trashing the Mid-South just a little bit. So, again, Max trying to work his way in there, but Bobby ain't having it. I mean, just let it happen. Let it happen. We got Big Bill and Brian Keith. They squash some injured local talent attempting to impress Hurt Syndicate. Bill demands a title shot at Dynasty. Hurt Syndicate walk away. They're not interested at all. And damn right, bro, fucking squashing talent that are way under your level, like that ain't impressing anybody. So I wish AEW would get that memo. Like, squash matches just aren't stop, please stop. Harley Cameron and the Puppet drop in on Monet because they are partners this week on Collision. Harley, funny moment as always. She is an absolute gem. We got Ospreay and Kevin Knight going up against Lee Johnson and Blake Christian. Ospreay and Knight with big air dives together. I like that. Thumbs up. Knight with the hot tag. Johnson hit Blake with a destroyer. Knight top rope maneuver, pins, and he wins. Ospreay, helping out some young new talent, getting over. Knight has the hops, I will say. Impressive performance, nice high flying. Blake working hard lately. I'm seeing a lot of this guy, and he's pretty good. 7 out of 10. We get Brody King versus Lance Archer with Don Callis. Oh man, I gotta shout out the fan with the absolutely perfect Don Callis cosplay, and Don Callis have a stare down. That's some good stuff. Thumbs up for that. Archer hits a choke slam, not good enough for the win. Brody mean cannonball lariat combo, gets a near fall. Brody meaner running lariat grabs the win this time. There you go. Pretty good big meat matchup. Absolutely refreshing to see Lance Archer in a non-squash match. That's the first real match, I think, singles match he's had in ages. Weird seeing Brody kind of being out manhandled. Archer kind of played the bigger, stronger guy in this one. Just kind of weird to see that. 7 out of 10. It's main event time. It is Copeland versus Claudio. Cope nails a spear through the ropes. I love when he does that. Thumbs up. Cope super duper bulldog, scary landing on his legs. Does this guy forget that he just broke his fucking leg? Stop landing on your legs like that. Claudio with the sharpshooter transitions into a crossface. Cope escapes Claudio, nasty power slam onto the apron. Cope kicks out of the neutralizer. Claudio flipping out, grabs some chase. Copeland avoids the concerto, nails the spear for the win. Good main event match, a little bit long, but Copeland taking some nasty bumps in there. He's really risking it, man. He's risking it a lot, and just take it easy. 7 out of 10. Swerve arguing with Nana. Swerve leaves to go hunt Moxley. Hangman appears, gets in a shouting match with Swerve. Strickland admits he deserves to have his family's house burned down, and Hangman's like, what? What the hell did you say? He was so baffled, he just walked off. He's like, I don't know what to say. Death Riders attack, smashing Swerve into some glace, and then drag him to the ring. Death Riders pour broken glass in the ring. Claudio power bombs Swerve into the broken glass. My goodness. Swerve rises, the broken glass embedded in his back. Death Riders are rattled. That Swerve is not rattled by the glass, and I hope that glass is gimmick. My goodness, that is. I'm pretty sure it is. There's no blood, and the way that it's kind of sticking to him doesn't look very realistic, but I am completely fine with that, man. The amount of bumps that, especially someone like Swerve, bro, I am absolutely fine you taking a night off before Dynasty, or the week before Dynasty, and only go through some sugar glass or whatever the fuck. I'm completely fine with that. Goodness. Really good Dynamite here before Dynasty, aside from the unimpressive Learning Tree squash match. It's just pointless. Opening tornado tag was a sneaky banger. FTR might be breaking up, but I'm not buying it. MJF still trying to grease his way into Hurt Syndicate. What the fuck are we waiting for? Just do it. Swerve looking like an absolute beast before going up against Moxley, but Moxley also has all of his Death Riders back. So that advantage, that one opportunity that I think, what was it, Jay White had that chance to take out the Death Riders. I don't even remember anymore, see? But yeah, I'm not feeling very confident that Swerve, on rocky ground with Nana, is going to be able to get it done with a fully powered Death Riders. So yeah. Anyway, it was a good show. 7.5 out of 10. We'll go over to Collision. They're also in Peoria. We got Fletcher and Takeshita versus Hobbs and Ishii, who is back. Oh, fuck yeah, the Stone Pitbull. Kyle using a Tombstone Brainbuster combo to pin Ishii for the win. A really solid opening tag match there. Definitely some stiffness, Ishii's face was all busted up and he was bleeding and shit. So, yeah, but great to see the Stone Pitbull back. We got Nick Wayne. He declines to help Andretti and Leo Rush, yeah. Nick called a daddy's boy, says he will attack AR Fox, but not for you guys, for me. Max Caster attempts to chant with the crowd. Ugh. Max is booed. Mark Briscoe comes out, answers the challenge. We got Briscoe versus Caster. Jay Driller connects. Briscoe wins, and yep. I don't know, man. Caster at least starting to generate like a little bit of crowd buzz when he comes out and he's doing his fucking stupid shit, but this is like... Again, I don't get it. We got Jay White. He is injured for reals. He broke his hand and needs surgery. He will not be able to compete in the Owen, which fucking sucks, dude, man. Like, Jay White has been going through it for like a year and a half now, injured on and off, and every time he's got some momentum going in a big storyline, he gets fucking hurt and just sets him all the way back. So that is very unfortunate. But Kevin Knight... He will be getting a chance. He gets put into Jay White's place, so good luck. We got Top Flight versus Leo and Andretti. Andretti using a sneaky roll-up to snag the win here for Top Flight, or not Top Flight, for, what are they calling themselves, the Crew or something, I think? Yeah, good quality tag match right there, some nice high flying, and they got pretty good chemistry together. 7 out of 10. Crew upset about, wait. Andretti using a sneaky... Andretti is not in Top Flight. I don't know who won this match. I wrote it wrong. My bad. Crew upset about the loss, so I'm guessing the Crew got the loss and Top Flight won. I just watched this like fucking an hour ago. Like, my goodness. Anyway, Nick Wayne arrives to drop AR Fox and align with the Crew. All right. Garcia and Cole have a face-to-face. Cole is very confident he will win. He's never lost to Garcia, and Garcia can't beat him, so yeah, rightfully so. Garcia tells Adam this will be his last chance he is getting for the TNT Championship. Adam tells Garcia he is not ready to be the guy in AEW. Garcia has no words. He takes his belt and leaves. I think Adam kind of hit the nail on the head or whatever. I don't think Garcia is ready either. I like his effort. He's got the effort, absolutely, but it's just not there, man. Like he's very boring to me. I find that he does the exact same match formula every single time. He gets his ass kicked, and then he rallies and gets a miraculous win out of nowhere. Not how you should book a champion, man. That's not how you book a champion. Like, maybe to get the win, but after that, you got to make him look good. And I just don't think Garcia's looked all that good. I don't find him all that interesting. The dance is like, it's over now. Like that, the dance, like it's boring to me. I find Danny Garcia very, very boring. I really hope that Adam Cole gets the win here and we can get Adam Cole, back on track in AEW. But a decent interaction here. We got Cash Wheeler versus Pac up next. Cash knocked off of the apron, nasty landing like into the corner of the barricade. That just, Cash avoids a shooting star, hits a pile driver, gets a near fall. Death Riders appear ringside, crowd upset. I'm upset. Crowd and Dax fight them off. Pac rolls up Cash to snag the win, and a pretty good competitive match. Yeah, it was fine. Cope and Cash help Dax up to his feet. They all hug, and Rated FTR are back on the same page for now. I'm thinking that some funky shit's going to go down in their match, and maybe we see FTR break up officially at this pay-per-view. I could see it happening. All right, we got Mike Bailey going up against Dralistico. Bailey, wicked spinning back kick, KOs Dralistico for the W. Good, fairly competitive match right here with some nice high flying spots. Bailey doing his kicks and shit. Yeah, 7 out of 10. And Ricochet being, he was on commentary and just trash talking the whole time. I like it. And then Ricochet comes in. He drops Bailey after the match. He's trash talking the crowd. And yeah, man, again, Ricochet, very good work. We got Thunder Rosa and Statlander. They get into a heated exchange over who is going to win the Owen. Chris with the shove, Thunder with the smack, and a good interaction right here. I'm pretty excited to see these two go at it. If they meet in the tournament, I don't even know. Main event time. It is Monet and Harley Cameron versus Julia Hart and Athena. My goodness. Athena, ridiculous. 2-for-1 fall-away slam. Kips up, then hits a nice torpedo dive. Like, are you kidding me? Thumbs up. Harley plants Athena with a DDT on the floor, and Athena with a ridiculous sell just freaking plants herself. Julia top rope dive to the outside, wipes out everybody. Julia counters out of the Bama Slamma, locks in the Heartless on Harley, who is forced to tap out. An enjoyable main event. The finale moments were quite good. Athena, awesome all-around performance. I want more. 7 out of 10. Solid show overall before Dynasty. Not much added to storylines. Jay White's injury just freaking sucks. Wrestling pretty solid, goodish throughout. And more Athena, please. 6.5 out of 10. And we'll finish it now with the 3 stars of the week. I don't have any shout-outs here, so we'll get to the 3rd star. 3rd star goes to Ricky Saints versus Shawn Spears for the North American Championship on NXT. It's a damn fine match right there. That's the coming out party of Ricky Saints, who is already emerged. He is doing very well already in AEW, picking up gold already, so that's good. Good enough for the 3rd star. 2nd star goes to Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu, the last man standing match on SmackDown. Lots of big bumps. You got chair spots, tables, big bumps, big men smashing into each other. Lots to like. But one thing was more likable. The 1st star goes to Jon Moxley and Shafir versus Willow and Swerve Strickland, the Tornado Tag Team match on Dynamite. I think it's kind of the shock factor of seeing Moxley in an entertaining matchup, which just doesn't seem to happen. Just Death Riders in general don't have any good matchups. This was fun. There was good spots. Shafir was on fire. I mean, it was really carried by Willow and Shafir, but yeah, I liked it. Good enough for the 1st star. And there we go, everybody. That's the show. Yeah, in terms of what else we got going on with the podcast right now, I will have the Dynasty pay-per-view review out as soon as I can watch it and all that stuff. I just did... what the hell is the GamerCast this week? It did Super Mario World 2. I played that game for the first time and defeated it, and I had a great time. You want to hear about my experiences with that, you can go and listen to that episode. Next week, I'll be talking about the Switch 2. Break down all the announcements for the Switch 2 and the games and pricing and all that stuff, and more news just keeps coming, so should be a fun episode. And next week on the HockeyCast, going to be crazy. Ovechkin broke Gretzky's record tonight. And yeah, so obviously we'll be talking about that. We're getting super close to playoffs now. Might even have a matchup lined up by next week. So maybe we're talking playoff matchups next week on the HockeyCast. And of course, the wrestling recap will be there as well. And there we go, everybody. I upload all these episodes to the YouTube channel, GamerGX Videos. You can go over there, subscribe. The links are in the description. You can drop a comment on Spotify if you want a question answered live on the podcast. Comment on Spotify. You could drop a comment on YouTube as well. Anything about wrestling, hockey, or video games would be lovely. And I got an email address. There's a Twitter page. I'm not very active on it, but there we go, everybody. That's the show. You the best. You want to be even more the best, though. Just make sure you're reviewing and sharing the podcast around with a few thousand of your friends and maybe an enemy or two. Why not? And one more time, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back again with some GX Bluffgate.